guys, and welcome back to another book review video. So this book review is actually a little different because I was actually gifted the book by the author. She reached out to me a couple months ago and asked if I would be willing to read it and maybe review it for you guys, and I said yes, as long as you are open to a very honest review, because you guys know here I like to be honest on my channel. I like to tell you guys the truth and how I actually feel, and she was totally open with that, so we agreed to an honest review, and I would give you guys my full opinions and she would send me the book. So here is the book she wrote. It's really good, FYI, but I'll get into that in a moment. So we are also hosting a giveaway here on this channel, so stay tuned to the end of this book review and I will let you guys know the details. Editing Erin here, and I just realized I never said her name. The author's name is Victoria Ellis. I don't know why I spaced saying that in the portion of the video. I think I was just so busy trying to think about what I was going to say about the book that I totally spaced saying her name and the title of the book. So the book review is about Sinner's Retreat by Victoria Ellis. I know I'm a real professional YouTuber, so let's keep going on the review. Okay, bye. Let's get on to this book review. So let's start with the cover. How I feel about the cover. Obviously there's a not for resale thing here, but just ignore that. That's not on every copy, obviously. But we have this spooky, creepy, rundown mansion at the front, which I really like because obviously the couples are staying at a mansion. We'll get into that, but I really like that it's incorporated the plot into the cover because some covers don't make sense, but this one does. I really like that you can see her name, really bold and nice and neat, and then there's the title, Sinner's Retreat, again bold and neat, which I really like that pops on the dark background. So let's read the back of the book. It says, 5 couples are barricaded inside an old Victorian home in an isolated vineyard, lured there with the promise of a relaxing retreat. They quickly learn the organizer has ulterior motives. While 10 innocent people have walked willingly into this retreat, not all of them will have the ability to walk out. One by one, each of the guests are forced to describe which of the 7 deadly sins they have committed. The leader of the charade wants them to pay for those sins with their life, because this is a game for sinners, and sinners must die. So, of course, I think the what's this called? The synopsis on the back, I think it actually does a really good job of giving you a good idea of what this book is about, because some don't, and I think this does a really good job of that. Now let's get into the meat of this book. So there are 5 couples in the story. There is Leah and Mark, and all of these couples are suffering from some sort of disconnect in their relationship. So Leah and Mark, Leah is pretty depressed and she's suffering from past trauma. They don't tell you what the trauma is in the beginning, of course, it's discussed later on in the book, but she's depressed. That's putting a strain on their marriage. There is Brooke and Cade, who have an 11-year difference, and their physical intimacy isn't the best, which also gets brought up in the book. And then there is Dove and Jacob, who just lost a child, and they're both grieving in very different ways. And then there's Nico and Addie, and they're a politician family. He's a politician and she's his wife, and he's honestly a huge jerk. I don't like them at all, so that's fun. And then there's Thomas and Holden, who is the 5th and last couple, and they are a gay married couple. And so basically the plot of this story is they get this letter saying that they have this all expenses paid vacation at this vineyard. It's for couples. It's going to help them build up their marriage and make them all better and yada yada yada, and it's all free basically, and that obviously intrigues them because hello, who wants to pay? Who doesn't want a free vacation? So all the couples are like, yeah, this sounds great. And so when they get to this building, they are told that they have to give up their phones and that they have to give an emergency contact information sheet, like they have to list like family members and stuff. And like at first I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if it's a couples retreat, you give your phones away, like you don't want the social media and the internet distracting you. And then the emergency contact makes sense because, you know, if something happens, who are they going to contact, because their significant other is there already. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. At the first meal that they have together, I think it's dinner, they have to introduce each other. Like, they have to say, hi, our name is blah, 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 we're blah, 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 blah. You know, they have an introduction. And I was like, okay, this isn't weird yet. And then at this point, it's revealed after they do their introductions that after, like, at each meal, someone's gonna get a letter. And at this letter, it's gonna reveal that they are guilty of one of the 7 deadly sins. And then they have to confess what that sin is. They have to tell you why it's pride or greed or gluttony or whatever. And they have to, like, tell their significant other plus everyone else in the room. And their significant other has to decide if they forgive them for their sin or if they don't. If they forgive them, they have to shoot themselves. And if they don't forgive their significant other, then they have to shoot their significant other. It's very strange. It's very strange. If that made sense. So the couple has to talk about the sin, and then the person that didn't commit the sin gets to decide if they live or if they die. So one of them's gonna die is basically the whole idea here. I really like her use of the 7 deadly sins, and I really think the plot is very unique for a book like this. I've actually never read anything like this in the thriller genre before. So I do think the incorporation of the 7 deadly sins was actually very interesting, because I kind of liked guessing which couple was like which sin, and maybe like trying to figure out if I could tell how they were acting, maybe what they had done, like, ooh, was it murder? Did they cover up something? Is like what it was, you know? I do think it kept you kind of guessing in that aspect, like, ooh, what is it? Which 7 deadly sin is left, or which one is it left? Like, which one are they, you know? I do think that was a very unique aspect of the book that I really did enjoy, because I really do find the 7 deadly sins fascinating. And, excuse me, I do think not a lot of people use that in books or in movies. Well, movies more than books, actually. I do see the 7 deadly sins used more in movies, but I don't feel like a lot of people use the 7 deadly sins in books a whole lot, at least not as in this way, I guess. So I thought that was pretty unique, and I really enjoyed that aspect of this book too. And I actually had fun that it was like couples, like that the couples like either did or didn't know the secret. Like maybe the couple was in on it, or maybe like one partner was doing something that the other partner didn't know. Like I kind of liked that aspect too, because I was like, ooh, drama, you know. And I like that kind of stuff. So I did think that was a really unique aspect of the book. And then another thing is all the couples are intertwined. It doesn't make sense at first, but once they start revealing sins, then they start noticing a pattern of how the couples intertwine together. It's very Saw-like in that aspect, except for the way they die. They're not like tortured. It's just like a shot, you know. I definitely think it had a good plot twist. I was not expecting the ending at all. I was actually really surprised. The ending is crazy. The ending is a cliffhanger, so if that bothers you, I do think it was a good cliffhanger though. Like it's a good one. It leaves you there, and I do think it's a pretty easy read. It's only like how many pages? 150. So it's very fast paced, filled with drama, and it's really easy to read. If that sounds like something you would like, then you should enter our giveaway, which I'll get to now. So we're gonna give away a book. She's gonna give away a copy of her book, and how you enter is basically you need to be subscribed to this channel. You need to comment down below. You can comment like your favorite book or your favorite book genre or something like that, and then give this video a like, and also follow Victoria Ellis. I'll leave her Instagram here, and follow her on Instagram, and then you can be entered into winning this book. I highly recommend it, guys. It's really, really good. If you don't enter, or you don't want to enter the giveaway, or you don't win or something, this book is available on Amazon in ebook form and you know, paperback. So with that being said, I hope you guys enter the giveaway, and I hope you guys check out her book. It's really, really good. And I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, she gave you the book for free, of course, but she's not paying me. She just gave me the book. Okay, Letty. She did not pay me to do this video. I offered to do a review as long as she didn't care that I was completely honest with you guys. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to check this book out. Think about entering the giveaway. I will have all the rules in the description box, and it'll probably be on my Instagram as well. So I hope you guys check out her book. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.